Over here at the bottom left on our 1-on-1 map, completely dominating that previous game. His name is
TheWind.
TheWind. Up here at the top right. Got beaten pretty badly, but overall he's got quite a record behind him.
Maka Prime.
In the blue. So on this map, there's a lot of more crazy rush strategies you can see. Terran and Zerg both have to be careful about defending this location, since it is very wide and open. And of course the ramp is very tight and tiny, so you can do a lot more tech-oriented builds. With Zerg, of course, don't really have a lot of tech builds they can do, if any, on one base.
Yeah, one base with Zerg can be so risky, especially against Terran. I think it's a little bit more doable against Protoss.
Yeah.
But even against Protoss, it's super risky because of the Sentry can just shut you down. But the reason it's risky against Terran, the bunkers, of course, are very good early on, but the scanning, you can't hide buildings because you only have so much creep. So just scanning the Zerg main, you'll normally see what's going on and be able to counter it properly. So it's really hard for those reasons, and of course Zerg is the race where you really need the bigger economy to win, but then again they're easier to expand with stuff like that. So yeah, you don't want to one base with Zerg. That is me expanding. Is that a Macarax?
Macarax, putting the barracks in the place that makes no sense at all.
Yeah, and the Overlord sees it. Normally the Macarax is at Maka's natural, and Macarax's success rate is approximately 10%.
Zero. I think it's at 0% so far.
I think Maka won one game where he put his racks in his natural.
Why does he always put the
puts the second one in like
that's what this excuse me. The first time we saw Macarax was right outside here. It shouldn't make any sense. It doesn't garner any benefits there.
The one on Steps of War was the one that really broke my soul, where it was actually like so scoutable when there was nothing in his base that could scout. Anyways, he built it up here. This isn't quite a full Macarax. Normally it's in his natural, so it's not even that good for rallying. But this one, it's good for rallying in units and getting in a fast early attack. So that's why that's there. Not quite the full Macarax.
Not a full-blown Macarax, as Artosis has said. Zerg's still confident.
Yeah, you got a lot of Zerglings out. This attack should not really do anything. Maka cannot be feeling confident right now with the builder he's chosen. See, is that even a Roach Warren going up? Oh,
it is.
God.
He's going to try to break him down early on after all this attack off.
Speed not making, so he's just going to rely on a few Zerglings while he gets Roaches up. And Roaches against Marines, when there's like no upgrades involved and...
Pretty one-sided.
Yeah. I mean, unless you have a bunch of medevacs and stim, you are dead because Roaches are basically the counter to Marines. Actually, Zerg has a lot of stuff to counter to Marines, don't they?
So once again, the Macarax maintaining the highest fail rate of any hidden barracks, or at least an attempt to be a hidden barracks.
Yeah. But
the Macarax.
Yeah. I wish he had made it his natural, so it was like a full 100% Macarax.
Yeah, where he like hides it here, and I'm like,
where it's actually
makes no sense.
You can just put it in your main, and the rally distance is the same. Because it kind of makes sense to make it close, because the rally distance is better. But when it's outside your base, I don't know, man. The Macarax actually just makes me giggle.
Does a little extractor trick there, of course. When you build an extractor, it does take up one supply. So, or reduce it by one supply, I should say. So that means you can make an extra drone, then cancel the extractor.
Yeah, that's always a useful thing to do, actually.
Yeah, very nice.
If you just like forget Overlord or it's a little bit late or something, you just make a bunch of geysers and get out those extra units at not too big a cost. You only lose 1/4 of 25 minerals, which is like what, 7 minerals or 8 minerals for canceling it. So not a huge deal. Can help you out in a lot of situations.
2 Roaches coming over here.
He's going to see those Marines, has to back off. But the barracks flying around in the main base is doing quite a good job. Checking out everything the Wind is up to. Knowing he's half the battle, just like in G.I. Joe.
It's true. Intel is everything. Maka going to stick with making SCVs just here in his base. He's not going to move his command center over here yet. because he doesn't feel comfortable.
Deja vu. I'm seeing double. I'm seeing double again. Oh no. Jesus. I have a concussion.
It's a glitch in the Matrix. The barracks will be burnt down eventually here. A lot more links coming out here. Zerg trying to keep presence on the map so that Maka can't expand over here.
Yeah, that's a very good move. If you can just delay it for any amount of time, it's quite useful. And, well, let's take a look at exactly what the Wind is doing right now. It's got that layer up. It's making some overlords right now. Not upgrading the roaches, though. Kind of interesting. There we go. The Baneling nest being thrown down. And goodbye, barracks.
See you in hell, barracks.
The barracks, much like the probe, does not go to hell tastes.
Doesn't have an afterlife.
No.
Soulless structure. Damn
That's
you,
funny.
Maka.
Its blow up thing is that one leg looks like it's on the ground when it blows up.
Does Terran have enough to hold this position? The Wind's going to take a peek.
There's a lot of speedlings running in now, and this is not good for Maka. He's in a lot of trouble. Should target an SCV that's making the bunker. But no, it looks like he has enough to just chew through here. And Maka may be out of the tournament right now. He's from the round of 8 last time, and it looks like the Wind, he has gotten him with a lot of speedlings and a lot of roaches. Well, not a lot of roaches, but 3 roaches. Still, Maka is unbelievably behind at this point. You gotta do more scouting than that. You have to know what is going on in your opponent, with your opponent. If he has that many speedlings, you have to just wait. Because he's sacrificed economy to get it, you have to sacrifice economy to stop it.
Banshee's on the way here. This could be something that could mess with Maka. But then again, Maka just needs to make an extra few queens. And it's NP.
Yep. Right now, supply-wise, we have 67 for the Wind, 43 for Maka. And if we take a look at the income tab, a lot better income right now for the Wind. He's got 41 harvesters against 27 of Maka primes. So Maka, he is behind, man. He knows it. Will we just see an all-in from him, or is he going to try to expand?
Banshee's out. We could see more queens coming here from the Zerg. And indeed we do. This may force the Zerg to cancel that. We'll see.
Look at the APM real quick. Oh, he did speed up. It's too bad. Every time I see a funny APM number, I try to put it on in time, and it just doesn't work, man. They always like speed up. He was at 60 for a bit. I was going to say, I think he's picking his nose right now, but he's speeded back up. Got that boogie out of there. All right. So, we see a Spire going up. Baneling speed being gotten. Trying to force a cancel on that. Here come the speedlings again. And those 3 roaches, those are like gangster roaches, man. They just bomb around
tough,
with those
man.
lings. It's making them more scary. They're like, wait up. You're slow.
The Wind can be forced out of this location with the Banshee here. Well, this sucks for Maka because Maka can't actually get this up and running. He's losing mule timing too by having a lift in.
Looks like Maka this time will be able to destroy this army. He's
Another
get the
forced
medevac
dip.
out. Now, something we just saw right there, something wrong with people hawking all their units together. He would have gotten more heal time in and maybe even saved a unit if he hadn't had everything hotkeyed together.
Yeah.
A lot of times medevacs can just kind of float above and heal while you kite, but everyone always hotkeys them together with their army, and thus the medevacs kite on move commands where they don't heal. So, little tip for upcoming Terran players out there.
Changing out. Should be destroyed. Nope.
He can kill this base. This is actually really big, and it looks like he's going to be able to. There's not a lot of health left on you. He needs to target it, though. Kiting against these Zerglings. Will he be able to take it off? There's a lot of drones there as well. Picks up units.
The hatchery lives.
Wow. Clutch save right there. And the hatcheries, of course, more health in the latest patch, so that is actually what saved that hatch. Otherwise, it would have been killed.
We might have not saved it for long.
That's right. He doesn't have all his units out, though. Does not drop them all.
The Banshee, I believe, could do it, but Mutas are actually out.
Mutas out just in time.
It's a 71 HP. One Marauder over here. Not in range of it, and he will pick it off. By the way, the drop medevac.
Those units, oh man, stimming away from that medevac to try to kill the hatchery. Medevac makes it home.
One Marauder. Nothing will kill the Wind's hatchery.
Oh my.
Think of how many resources have been burnt Just trying to do this, and again, we're seeing all these players do it. Talk about a force
Stemming
stim that
all
was
of them. You don't even need to do that. If you stem 2 Marines at the front, the mutas are running. I promise you. Okay, that's what happens. Really, yeah, there's just, Tasteless, you're so right. Thank you for bringing to everyone's attention the overstimming and the premium on medevac energy in this game. It's so true. Terrans need to fix that.
Looks like Terran's going to make another command center. He would really want to get this gold location. Not sure if it's going to happen. The Wind could have a little bit more creep tumors out here, but he's been doing a pretty good job otherwise. As you can see, the line of creep tumors.
Yep. Now, right now being produced, Overlord Speed, Melee Attack, Infestation Pit just finished up, and a bunch of Banes. So he's going Bane Muta for the win.
Another force stem there.
Yeah.
And this medevac, if it's spotted and killed off, that would be huge.
Yeah, he wants to kill that base, or at least drop in the main, kill an important structure. But, you know, right now let's take a look at the units they have. 76 drones against 41 SCVs. We've got 12 mutas and 21 Banes. And then 45 Marines and 4 tanks with just 2 medevacs for Maka Prime. So he's going to be doing this new style that we've been seeing, even from I'm MVP, which is very heavy Marine, micro-oriented, with siege tanks to help kill the Banelings off.
Got to spread those units out.
Yeah.
Against those Banelings. Again, another stem here. Not as bad as the ones before.
Much better stem. Doesn't stem everything, just a little group there.
Here's the drop, a medevac.
There we go, just dropping it while it moves, getting everything moved up. And going after drones, trying to hurt the economy here. But there are 4 hatches in play right now for the Wind. He's going to be able to get those drones back out pretty quickly.
Still, good amount of kills.
Yeah, he got a ton. He's down to 64. He killed 13 drones with that drop, which is very nice. But at the same time, with so many hatcheries out, and the Wind has so much money. Let's take a look. He has 1,700 minerals, and he's at 140 supply. Really, you shouldn't have that many minerals, but what you can do? No one's perfect.
Maka Prime moving out on the map. Now is Zerg's chance to strike when this lands, when the planetary is making.
Yeah,
that's going to be the timing attack here.
That would be a really great timing. If he doesn't hit that timing, he may try to run around. He has so many Banes. Oh my god, he can just right-click it.
What does he have, 55 Banes?
Oh my. Totally wild. Oh no! Losing the Mutalist! Huge mistake here by OGS Wind. Oh no, and he just lands in a ton of Banes going down from Siege Splash, but not spreading his Marines. Starting to spread at the end, but too little, too late. The Banes and Roaches and Lings just roll through everything as if it were not there. You know, he got a really lucky break, then just clumped up all his Marines and did not micro them the way they have to be microed. But now Infestors are out, and it's going to be even harder to micro. He's going to have everything pre-arranged in little bite-sized portions.
Maka Prime's going to try to attack over here. He doesn't want to have any attention focused on the planetary fortress, which could just be right-clicked on by the Banelings. Nice fungal.
And Maka, I think at this point, is realizing, uh-oh, I'm out of the tournament. This is not looking good for him, losing everything. His supply is just plummeting. At this point, about half the supply, 133 to 82. Well, I guess he just macroed while I was switching that tab, but 141, 155 against 85. So really, a lot more units for the win. Or Maka.
Maka moving out now. He's got to try to keep this position. That's the only thing he has going for him. He has a gold base with SCVs in it. Our Zerg player, the win, just now completes a hatchery, but does not have a ton of SCVs in it. Uh-oh. You're going to grow up to be a Broodlord someday.
That's right.
Well, they are, not you guys. We're actually all Terrans, people that watch this show. Best I can hope for is to be a Thor. By the way, more expansions coming up over here. When the Broodlords finish, I think that's going to be checkmate. Not even checkmate, actually, just completely running him over. Oh!
Going for that hatchery, and he gets it finally.
Nice job by Maka Prime.
Going to start that hatchery right back up because he has so much money. Just trying to get any little damage done he possibly can. The problem is, look at that, a lot of Corruptors, LOL, goodbye units. Just so many units right now, trying to micro. And, you know, you can't blame him for trying to micro because at this point he doesn't have a whole lot to do. His economy is not that good. He does have the gold base going, which is very nice. But he's about to get rolled over by some Broodlords, it looks like.
Broodlords. This should be it.
So good against a planetary.
He's practically maxed. He's just going to chew through whatever's here. 2 Vikings are out.
But here comes the Infestor. And the Infestor, for some reason, taking a tour.
The planetary looks like it's going to get taken out.
Baneling's going up to try to kill these Marines. Fungal growth right on the Marauders as they try to kite. Not happening. Maka, he's trying desperately to hold on. Killing off these Broodlords with the Vikings, really good move. But more Broodlords are coming. He's not going to be able to repair this that much longer. Maka's literally going to run out of minerals from repairing at this rate.
Actually,
more
he's
Vikings,
got more Vikings.
Oh my.
He should have nailed these Broodlords.
Yeah, you know, he was ready for them, unlike some other games we've seen today. Looks like Broodlords are back in style on the Korean server.
Roach is coming here to take on the SCVs, or Marines rather.
And, you know, right now it is 91 to 131 supply. So still way behind. Here come a lot of Zerglings. Now this is the problem, man. You just go everywhere as Zerg. When you get this kind of advantage, Zerglings all over the place. They're so quick, it's hard for Terran to react. Surrounding a lot of the Marines, and they back up to the planetary.
Vikings may land over here. Indeed they do.
Oh, very nice.
That's why they're good harass base units.
That's right. This is a great time for those Vikings to be doing something. He's taking out the Queen, going to take out the drones too, I believe, and maybe work on the hatchery as well. But mutas are coming over, and mutas are so good against Vikings.
Especially when Vikings are on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
The hatchery's getting low.
Doesn't look like it's going to die, though. The mutas are going to clean up. And that has to be heartbreaking. Now that he's killed those Vikings, I'd switch right back into Broods.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because those Vikings, that was actually a really scary move that Maka, a scary decision he made right there.
He's just got to take out this command center if he wants to win this. But Maka Prime, he keeps his CC up and does a little bit more harassment over here and stops Zerg from going over here. And eventually expands this location. He could still win.
Yeah, you know, Maka, he's looking to do anything he can to come back, and he's really doing a good job. The only thing I really have a problem with is losing those Vikings. It's just so dangerous. Land there, kill a little bit, but run away. Way too greedy with those. It's scary. If Broodlords come up again, he is going to be in so much trouble. And as we see on the production tab, we do have 5 Corruptors making. So definitely we're going to see some Broodlords. He realizes Maka's mistake and is going to punish him for it. But more Vikings are being made. I guess Maka also realizes his own mistake.
Now with Maka controlling this location, the planetary fortress in good health, he's going to try to take out these rocks here, expand over here. But he will inevitably have to take on this expansion.
Yeah, his income is going to drop way down just momentarily as the Winds is about to pick up hugely. The Wind does have that gold base. He does have the remade third from earlier, and he does have that base Taste was just looking at. Really, Maka needs to get another base up, and if the Wind gets one more, that's going to be it, because that's going to be over half map, which is just total sickness. Now, we have these mutas coming in for some harassment. Taking out an eBay that's getting that +1 armor. He does not have +1 armor yet, so that is not good for Maka. And look at this little attack into the Siege Tank. Siege Tank's so expensive at this point in the game with this little of an economy. Beautiful Zergling stab there by the Wind.
The gold base is almost mined out. I don't know if that gold base even matters anymore, other than having some kind of positional defense.
Yeah. At this point, it is a nice positional defense for sure. Makes him have some sort of presence in the middle. But these mutas, for some reason, that is the second time we've seen the Wind do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he thought he could win at that time. Oh no, look at this. The Broodlords are coming, but there's a lot of Marines. If he waits, no, back up. You gotta wait for them to overcommit, stim, run under them. But he is chasing them off a little bit with these Vikings, but there's a lot of mutas.
And as you can see, the Broodlords just inching forward here. Vikings do have insane range.
Yeah, 9 range on those, and they do plus damage to armored, such as the Broodlord. So a very good counter to that.
Well, again, it's all going to be about this location now. We see that there's a command center. It's about to land over there.
And back in the gold base area, here we go, the attack. So many Banelings! What?
Oh! Oh, my God.
Yeah, sorry, Maka. You were doing great to come back, but that many banelings, no.
Oh, my God.
GGO.
GGO.
Meant GGO, but said young. And Maka, our round of 8 competitor from the last season, one of the favorite Terrans of Korea, a great BlizzCon competitor, is out of the tournament in the round of 32, much earlier than he was expecting or wanting. But TheWind, he played some solid Zerg vs. Terran games, and that is all she wrote for Maka. Maka Prime, this is a good time.
Maka Prime, not so fine after all. It's too bad. I thought he was going to win that. I thought it was going to be pretty close, but he did not. So that means that it's going to be TheWind moving on to the round of 16. Really good job by TheWind. He deserves many compliments.
He played really well.
Yeah.
He really did. I can't really complain about his style there. It worked out. Really solid play. Maka, on the other hand, the Shakuris Plateau game, I saw a lot of mistakes in, as we already went over that. But in this last Selnaga game, he really tried to get that hatchery a lot of times. I think that, the fact that he landed those Vikings, that was actually a lot more detrimental than even how much we said.
He almost should have gotten just a small group of Marines, stemmed and just rushed in there.
Yeah.
I mean, keep the Vikings alive. It's late game. It's not mid-game or anything like that.
They're very expensive units. You got to be careful with them.
And they die quickly.
Yeah, they do not have a lot of health. They aren't very fast. They're really just there for killing Broodlords. So keep them around for that. Spend your money on something else. When that Baneling wave came, man, he really needed 5-6 more Siege Tanks. But TheWind was picking off Siege Tanks all game long. That's it for Maka.
TheWind was playing the way Zerg is supposed to be played. I got to say, I was really impressed with him.
Yeah,
he's pretty sick. Now, we're going to be closing out in a minute here, going on to our final game. Of course, we do have an interview with our toasters. I hope you guys ask some awesome questions.
Yeah. And again, please do not spam questions onto the forum.
Yes.
Ask one or two good ones.
Yes.
Yeah, ask them in that section, and only ask a couple really good questions,
Yeah.
If you literally just sit there spamming, trying to get your name up there, even if I use your question, I won't say your name. So don't do it. Yeah.
Think about that.
Manner,
you won't be famous. No E-fame for you.
No E-fame, no 10 seconds.
No E-fame for you at all.
But yeah, and then we're going to come back to Loner versus Terius.
We'll be back.
Don't go anywhere except to get a quick cup of tea.